Hola amigos, hola amigas, welcome, bienvenido, croeso y salam, welcome to the channel y'all, Chesh and Yakshumash, good day y'all. Today I have two boxes to unbox. These I've had down there for absolutely ages, and when I say ages, I mean ages, because when I took off the labels on this, the postage date on it, this one was from 2004, 2019. And this one was from 04 2018. So they've been in here for quite a while. I think it's time to get them unboxed. I can't quite remember what's in them. I kind of do, but I don't. Anyway, so I've got scissors. Let's get you guys closer. Let's unbox these and take a look and see what we got. So I do like looking through an old box every now and then. And let's see what we got in here. So I'm making this video mid-November, and I just can't believe that we're so close to Christmas. It's scary, actually. Right, okay, so this is an old box. I know it's a toolkit, but I'm not quite sure what to... So, okay, that's nice and easy. This is a Hoover toolbox, cleaning tools for model 375, manufactured by Hoover Limited, Perivale, Grinford, Middlesex. Carton contains that. There's no other markings on it. So, thick cardboard box, cloth label, metal clasp. Let's have a look. Ooh, it's all wrapped up. Ooh. What do we have here? We have a wand. We have a crevice tool, a long crevice tool with a Hoover embossed on it. A little pip. We have a dusting brush with still some vintage dust on it. And we have the pan converter. Look at that. That's got the Hoover logo on it. That's the protector pad, because when you put this on, then that will protect it. And we've got a lovely stretch hose. Not too dirty either. It's very discolored, but it's not too bad. So that's what we have in one box. I'm going to move this to the side. Now, let's take the scissors and try the next one. Right, okay, so it's another toolkit, which I thought it was, but it threw me because the box was so big, but that's just the packaging. So in this one, we have the Hoover cleaning toolkit for the U1110. Newly and Air, PLY. That's it. Trademarks of Hoover PLC. Let's take a look inside here. So the date of purchase, 21st of the 9th, 1987, in Devon. 7 in Devon. Little leaflet here about Hoover bags, which bags you need to buy for your different Hoovers. Turbo Power, Sensortronic, Senior Power Plus, Junior, Dustet. Hoover, who better? This is the instruction manual on how to put the pieces together. And here we have a Hoover after sales service booklet. Wow. So we've got there an old twin tub, a Hoover twin tub, the Hoover Junior with the hard plastic container, Hoover Sensortronic, Hoover washing machine, Hoover fridge freezer, and that I think is a Hoover. So that's just a refrigerator. Service stations, Lincolnshire in Ibstock. So there's one in Ibstock. Newport. And the Republic of Ireland. Hoover, who better to service your product? 1986. Wow. When did I say it was born? This is in 1987. Fantastic. Oh my God, there's more. There's more. Hoover free 5-year parts guarantee. Hoover Owners Club application form. Don't think I will be able to become a member. Nobody could. We have a bag as well. That's for the Hoover. We've got the Ranger Junior Dirt Searcher. That's lovely. And the tools themselves. So we have the pan converter. These are all in black. Excellent condition. I mean, that I don't even think that's been used. The bristles on it are all completely and utterly like new. Upholstery brush. Crevice tool. Wand. And also the pan converter. Right, let's give this a bit of a dust out because there's bits everywhere. Okay, so I was searching around and I was trying to find what the U1910 was. For some reason I thought it was the turbo power range, but it's not. It's too small. The pan is too small. So I've been looking around and I was doing some searches on it, and I found on the receipt they had bought a U1104. So I was like, right, I think I've got an 1104, and I went upstairs and I did, and I found it. So here we have a Hoover U1104. So this would have been the exact machine that these guys had bought, and they'd bought the toolkit for it. So if we flip it up, this clips on the back of the this majinky, whatever, the floor head, and then that fits in like so, and that's it. That's how it would have worked. So let's give it a go. Let me take the cord off. Plug it in. Okay. Now let's turn it on. Wow, that is quite a loud machine. It's not exactly quiet. And here we go. So that was working. The suction on it is not very good. Now we can rate the suction using Mr. Chicken. the scientific way of testing suction airflow with CFMs with Mr. Chicken. So let's turn it on and let's see if we can hear Mr. Chicken over this. Well, it's not a major. No, I know, Mr. Chicken. I'm so sorry. It wasn't very, wasn't that powerful for you, I'm afraid. So it doesn't really bode well on the chicken front. I think we should give it a big mess test. So let me get everything set up. Okay, so here I have a little setup. We have gay wedding, we have some food, and we have Sitchi's beach. So let's see how it does on these three things. Let me turn her on. Now there's still quite a bit rattling in there. Oops. So I don't think it did very well. I can hear the rattling. It did a lot of the wedding. It did an awful lot of the breakfast mess, but there was sand in there. And the sand here is really quite littered. So let's try it again, but I'm going to go over the lot. I can still see the sand. Seems to be the worst offender. Okay, so that's all the mess picked up. Let's just have a look. This is the old-fashioned pip fitting. How do you do that? And then you have the various tools. The suction on this is very, very low. It's not very good. I mean, it would be okay for like dusting, if you were dusting your pelmets, but I think that's about it, to be honest. So let's take the tray off and let's have a look and see if there's anything remaining in the tray. Jeez Louise. Yes, there was. That went everywhere. Not as much as I thought, but still some sand in there. I'm going to use the bubble wrap. To help protect it when I store it. There we go. Oh, I need to put all of the other paper bump with it. Keep it all original. So there is my U1104 Junior vacuum cleaner and its identical matching tool set. This is going to go back up to the museum room and this is going to go with it. This set of tools we said was for the Hoover 375. Let's take these out. Right, okay, Houston, we have an issue. I had a look, the box said Hoover 375, and I was like, hang on a second, that's an old Hoover Junior. I can't remember them having this, but it's not. This isn't for the Hoover 375. This is the same as the other one. This is for the Hoover Junior as well, because this fits on and then lifts up. But this is for the older Hoover Junior, because the pip fittings are the old-fashioned style. Before they moved on to, so say for example that this was made for the this was definitely made for the slightly older Hoover Junior. Yeah. Well, it fits. They're actually for the same machine, but just older. Okay. Let me have a look. Hang on. Okay. So I had to phone a friend because I got a bit confused, which is not very difficult when it's about me. So the black toolkit for this one, that is the later toolkit for the later juniors. This toolkit came with the earlier junior, which had the transformation, the change over the front. So this is the earlier version, but it clips on and works just the same. That lamp is hitting that. Move that over there. But what he said was that they would have had a lot, or could have possibly had a lot of toolkits unsold. So before they changed them, even some of the later Hoover Juniors could possibly come with these toolkits. If the stockist had had a load of these, then these were the toolkits that would have come with it. I guess a majority of people wouldn't have known. So what I'm going to do is use this junior. This one is the U1036. So I'm going to use my U1036. Yeah, just make sure there's a bag in there. And let's check if it's any powerful. And to be absolutely honest, I really can't tell any difference. This Hoover Junior is 300 watts. This Hoover Junior is, this little piggy, this Hoover Junior is also 300 watts. So they're both 300 watt machines. So to make it fair, first of all, let's give it the chicken test. Yes, still a weak chicken. Thank you there, Barry. So I think we should do a little mess test. Now, Let's take the brush. This doesn't have an this I guess is the upholstery brush. The other one didn't have any. Well, it had a dedicated bristles one. So anyway, okay, we are ready to go. Let's switch on. Yep, just as bad as the other one, I have to admit. Not very good at all. So what I'm going to try now, I mean, this did worse than this one. I think it's because the bristles are reducing the airflow. Let's try it again. I guess if you were back in the day, then it wouldn't be too bad. But I mean, even back then, when these when these were out, there was still better vacuum cleaners on the market, which weren't Hoover, for example. The Electroluxes, they did have better suction because they weren't dirty fan. The Electrolux, what do you call it? The 500 series of vacuum cleaners, they had better suction on their tools because they were clean fans. So this was a bit dated, this technology and this kind of attachments to it. They were a little bit underwhelmed and not as powerful as the Electrolux uprights that were out at the time. But for back in their day, I'm talking sort of like 60s and stuff, these were really good. 60s and 70s, these were really good. But then they kind of like just were flogging a dead horse until the turbo powers and all them came out, 1, 2, 3. And then we were left with the pure powers, which are still for sale. Now let's take this off. A couple of bits left in there, but not too bad, to be honest. Right, okay, let me get this all set up and we'll finish off the video. So there we go, guys. Thank you very much for joining me today. It's been a lot of fun to unbox these toolkits and put them with their kind of respective age of vacuum cleaners that went with them. And nice to get a bit of old Junior action in as well, because I really do like the Hoover Juniors. They are one of my favorite vacuums. So thank you very much for joining me today, and I'll see you guys in the next episode. Bye, y'all.